everybody. Welcome to the Cup TV, the Currently Unnamed Podcast, where we put the real and the tea in reality. And we can always come to us first to quench your thirst. I'm your girl, Lana, your resident evil diva. And I'm here to give the tea, spill the tea, and drink the tea because you know I love me some tea. Purr. I do. I have some water here. I didn't think I grabbed anything, but I have water, just a little water here. And but the more important thing that I have is my cup mug. And here I have my cup mug and you can get your cup mug too at lanajscreations.etsy.com. That link will be in the description below. And we do ship internationally and domestically, so there are no excuses unless your postal service is moving a little bit slow. And that's okay because a delay is never a deny. It'll get to you. It just might take some time to get there, but it will come. So get your cup merch. Period.
Sure. And
I'm looking at heart.
Period.
Period. And I'm Logan Murphy. Say something gay. Gay, I have a little bit of a beautiful coconut matcha latte left over in my Corey King tumbler. If you know, you know. Just having a great time, ready to talk about men quitting. What a shocking revelation. Men quitting.
It's my turn.
Yes.
Y'all know me this week or not?
Yeah, we know you this week. We know you this week. So now you get to do your own intro.
Yes. Hi, guys. I'm B from NYC. And basically, I am ready to get into all things Love Island, All Stars, Some Stars, whatever you want to call it. I'm excited to talk about these last two shows. We have my favorite challenge, the Heart Rate Challenge. Live for those. I'm so excited to talk about that. And today I am sipping on a Guava Sao Paulo LaCroix.
Ooh.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, you're just like matching all the way down. Pink, and pink.
Listen,
yes.
the world through rose-colored glasses, that is my vibe, okay?
Period.
And Lana and I decided to show up in purple today. We were both just like, ooh.
Hey.
Well, it is our favorite color after all. Hey. But yes, I'm excited to talk about our yearly excuse to watch softcore porn on television.
Absolutely. But before we jump into all of that, y'all know what to do. Hit the subscribe button, do the things. We're trying to get 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year, so we need your help to do it. So if this is your first time checking us out, first of all, hello, welcome. Now, since you're here, hit the subscribe button. Do that. And so we can continue to make great content and give you all the stuff, all the tea on Love Island, All Stars, and all the other shows that we have covering in the upcoming days and weeks. So please check us out. Hit the subscribe, hit the notification bell so you don't miss a single video when we drop it. Also, we have 3 other channels that you can subscribe to if you're a fan of drag or drag race, if you are a fan of Eurovision Song Contest, if you are a fan of WWE Wrestling. We got channels for you. Maybe more channels to come. I don't know. We just go keep it moving and see what happens. But follow all of those channels, subscribe to all those channels. Thank you all for the support. Also, all those links will be in the description below, as well as our audio podcast links. So you can check us out on the go if you have to. Check that out. And our Patreon link is down there as well. So you can join our Patreon because we have a lot of great stuff coming down the line for you in our Patreon. It's going to be wild. It's going to be funny. It's going to be kooky. And you're going to want to see it. So join our Patreon. It's just $5 a month. Cheap. Join the Patreon. Get to see all the crazy stuff we have going on behind the scenes. Get to know us as panelists. Like, come on. We got some good stuff in there. So check us out. And let's get into it. All Stars, episodes 18 and 19. Y'all, they left us off on a cliffhanger. And then when this cliffhanger came back in, and I was like, you left us off for this predictable stuff?
This is what
you thought was going to make us go, oh, I can't wait to see it. Because to come
Underwhelmed, to say the least.
I mean, I was like, okay, well, we've been new. We've been new, but
we were aware.
Let's do what we do because we are podcasters, we talk about things. So let's talk about it. So the new couples that we've had thus far was Catherine and Omar. Yay, good on them. Grace and Luca, good on them. Gabby and Casey, good on them. Sammy and Emma, good on them, sure. And Harriet and Ronnie, sure, good on them. That's who we left off. That's what the couples that we knew at the end of the episode of 17. And then it was Curtis's turn. And Curtis was like, I'm going to pick this girl because I'm going with my head or my heart, and my heart's going to win, and blah, blah. He picks Ekin-Su like we all been knew.
She's awful. I'm so sorry. Like, she's absolutely awful. I didn't watch her season. She is so freaking cringe.
All between this episode and the last 2 episodes alone have totally knocked Ekin-Su and Curtis down the ranking for me as a great couple for me. I can't with them anymore. I'm just over them at this point. Both of them can go for me. I'm over it. I'm sorry. I know some people will disagree with me on that. I personally am over Ekin-Su and Curtis. I can't do it. I can't.
Okay, I understand and I agree with you both, and they've definitely been knocked a few pegs down for me. But I gotta be honest, I am kind of living for the chaos of these two in the villa. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'm still kind of living because it's just like every time now we see them on our screens, it's like, okay, what the fuck are they going to do? And honestly, I'm a little bit entertained by that.
They don't need to leave. They don't need to leave. But like I told you guys, like I have not been caught up on that stuff. And so when I was actually watching that scene of like the fight post, what's that lady's name? Danielle. Like that was probably like some of the cringiest 10 minutes of television I've watched. Like her breakdown, the way she was carrying on over nothing, like literally gave me the ick. I had to turn it off. I was like so disgusted. I was just like, wow. And then the girls all gaslighting her too. I was just like, how are you guys co-signing this? I'm sorry. Being a girl's girl does not mean supporting your girl. Everything she doing, her rights and her wrongs, or whatever it was that Serena said. That's not what a girl's girl is. You have to check a chick when she's freaking spiraling and out of control. But nope, these girls put the battery in her back and had her carrying on like that. And then the kiss came out of freaking nowhere. What the hell? I literally was like, what the heck? But anyway, that all goes to say, like, am I surprised he picked her? No. Because I mean, Curtis loves drama. Like he's dramatic too, you know. So I think he's like living for all the toxicity. But it's just like she is just a nutter, to be honest. She is just whack out this season.
I mean, but here's my thing. I am a girl's girl, and I do support my girls in their rights and their wrongs. But it's a way to support your girls in their rights and their wrongs. I support my girls in their wrongs in public. Like in front of the dude, I'm supporting my girl in her wrongs. But I also will then pull my girls to the side, like, okay, girl, I'm gonna need you to relax a little bit. Just calm down a little bit. You're doing a little much. And that's what Serena did to like Leah. Like she always had Leah's back in front of everybody. But when she pulled her to the side, she was like, okay, girl, but this is what we might really need to do is to check a little bit. And Leah was like, okay, girl, you're right.
Question for you guys. Do y'all like Leah?
Am I a Leah fan? No. I appreciate Leah for who she is in Serena and Janae's life. I will say that.
Okay.
But I am not a Leah stan. Like you ain't gonna see me just checking for Leah. I'll check for Janae before I check for Leah every single time.
I didn't mind her on the show. I found her wildly chaotic and very frustrating at times to watch. And I will double tap her Instagram posts when they pop up, but I'm not actively out here searching for Leah online. But I do follow her. I follow her. Basically what Lana said. Like, I will search for Serena and Janae before I search for Leah. That's
Yeah.
me.
PPG is what I stand with PPG. I'm not like, Leah girl. No, she's not my princess. She's not my princess. She aight.
Nothing of the sort.
She aight. But yeah.
Your face is giving us all of the indication that we need, girl.
I could not stomach Leah either on
I
that
get it.
show.
I get it.
I got it.
You know what? I'm gonna go out here. I'm gonna probably be judged for this, but I was Team Rob. I don't care. I was Team Rob. He was carrying, and you know what? And I'll stand on this, and I will die on this hill. He did not do shit to deserve all of that stuff from Leah. He did not do anything to her.
I am team.
I will die on that hill.
When it comes to Team Rob, Team Leah,
I'm Team Rob.
I'm Team Indifferent because they both were wrong and petty at different times throughout the whole season. So I'm like, both of y'all were wrong. Both of y'all got y'all come up, and so it is what it is. We move.
That's true.
I'm Team Serena. I'm Team Serena and Janae.
I'm Team Janae.
I like Janae too. I like Janae as well.
I'm Team Janae and Kenny, and I'm Team Serena and Cordell. Like, period. Let's keep it above. But back to this All Stars foolishness.
Yes.
Yeah.
Atkinson and Curtis. Yeah.
Whatever. We've been new.
Struggle love.
Right.
AF. Okay. Next.
And then Scott chooses Tina like we knew, because who else was he going to choose anyway?
Yeah, go pick Danielle.
I mean, and then look, everybody's staying away from Danielle. Like, oh, nope, we ain't get that wrong. And so Danielle was left. And here's the thing: Danielle didn't deserve all that nonsense.
No,
she did not deserve this nonsense. And this foolishness is like, I feel really bad for her in this situation. And she ends up with Ron, because Ron is the last person. Ron picks her, of course. Then they had conversations. They had a little, talk and whatever. So Ron and Danielle just seem blah to blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
Together, separate. They're just blah, 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 blah to me. I like Ron. I think Ron is a stand-up guy. He's very chill in the villa. But like, this is not what we need in Love Island. We don't need to chill in the villa. You're taking up space from somebody actually trying to do some things. So he was very, but they end up together and great.
I will say these 2 episodes is the most I've appreciated Ron. And I will acknowledge, I really do appreciate everything he did over these 2 episodes. I really like the way that he handled himself, the speech that he gave to Danielle, even made it very clear that hey, we don't have that much of a connection yet, but you came into the villa, you did the damn thing, you put yourself out here. Without saying it, he was like, you stood on business here. Mm-hmm. You did what you wanted to do. And I'm going to acknowledge that, because somebody needs to. And someone needs to recognize that you are out here doing what you want to do and what you think is best for you. And I appreciate that. And I'm like, hey, thank you, Ron. Appreciate that from you, Ron. I'll take that.
She needed to feel welcome. She didn't get a fair shot. And who knows? Maybe we'll see something from her when a guy comes in, if a guy comes in who actually likes her.
We've got one next episode, so we'll see who he. We'll talk about that when we get there.
We'll see. But yeah, so that Ron gives that speech. Speaking of speeches, though, let's go back to Scott and Tina's speech, because Scott gave this speech to Tina, and this speech.
Milk toast.
This speech he says, you're great for me. You do good things for me. You take care of me. You do things for me. And I appreciate you. I'm picking Tina. I was like, wait.
So nothing about Tina. Nothing about what you like about Tina.
No, nothing. Like, she's a beautiful girl inside and out. Her heart is so warm and sweet.
And when
beautiful gowns.
Beautiful gowns. And it wouldn't have been that bad. And we'll talk more about Scott. It wouldn't have been that bad if the other speeches from the other guys had not been like, I'm absolutely enthralled with this woman. I think she is the best thing since sliced bread. I think she is stunning and beautiful and gorgeous. And then he's just like, yeah, she's pretty cool. Like, Scott, come on now.
It was
y'all both should have went home 3 episodes ago.
Period.
Hey, y'all
Like,
should have let my girl Kaz in there acting a
Period.
fool.
it should have been. Look, they could have like kept Kaz and Montel in there because at least we would have had some heat and some vibes going on up in there.
Or
And
Kaz would be, acting
or
a fool
Kaz
like
would have
she
been
was.
single and she would have been jumping on everybody else's man, and I would have been like, absolutely, get them, girl. Get them, girl. Jump on the next man. Get somebody else's man.
But can you
because then Kaz probably would have jumped on Omar, and I don't need that for Catherine.
That is true. That is true. That is true. That's true.
So unfortunately, Kaz had to be
Kaz
the
had to go.
sacrifice in order
Casualty
for
of
Catherine
war.
to get a good couple. We'll talk about it, but a good couple.
Yes. But okay. So I was just like, okay, Scott. I mean, and you're right, Logan. It probably wouldn't have been as bad if everybody else's wasn't so heartfelt and blah blah blah.
If it was like the first recoupling where it's like, oh, we're still only a couple of days in,
right?
Yada yada yada. But it's like a stark contrast to Ron's speech to Danielle. It's like, oh,
he could have.
And you've been with this chick 4 rounds already, right?
Right.
Like 4 rounds.
You could have, even if you weren't even if it wasn't progressing like you said.
Yeah.
He could have put a little bit something else in it about her, not about what she does for him. It could have been about her. Like, Tina, you're such a beautiful this girl's so beautiful. She's kind, she's amazing. I've enjoyed the time I've had with her. It's been lovely. We're on a pace that we both like, and we are trying to still figure things out, but I like the process and the pace that would have been much sweeter than she does great things for me. She's kind to me. She's lovely to me. And yeah, I'm picking Tina. Like, come on, dude.
Tina, I guess.
Tina, sure, I guess. Like, it just
Tina.
Sure.
Who the fuck else?
Who
Tina?
else? I guess ain't nobody else around. Anybody? Nope, Tina. Okay. India's gone, right? Okay, Tina.
Danielle, you sure you're not trying
you
to?
sure, Danielle? We haven't talked. Are we bringing India? India coming back?
India.
No?
Oh my God, India!
Yeah. No. Okay.
You're not bringing back a girl from my season.
No. Okay. Well, Tina, come on, girl. Like.
All right. Tina's noticing it too. That's the thing that I really appreciate about Tina in this whole situation is immediately she's like, well, that wasn't it. Immediately like, oh, that was not the tea. No.
But then to be crying and carrying on. Okay, we're getting ahead. One step at a time. Okay,
so everybody's getting picked. Everybody's gone. Everybody's doing their thing, and everybody's like,
we're not shocked. We're not underwhelmed.
Nothing. We ain't shocked by none of these couples. We're like, okay, it is what it is.
Curtis. Then it kicks off because immediately after that is when
Curtis. First of all, Curtis the Ekasu. Are you shocked? Are you shocked? She's like, yeah, I'm confused. Like, I didn't think you like. I'm like, oh my God, this acting is so bad. The
way this man went through the 7 stages of grief in the interim of the fucking recoupling, where he's just sitting there like, and then every opportunity he can, looking over at Ekin being like, this is what I need to do. And I love Catherine being like, is he good?
Is he good?
Like,
you cool?
Like, if it was such a hard choice.
Yeah, and then after they have their conversation at this fire pit, because they're the only two that can seem to have a conversation at the fire pit this season, and she's rightfully a little bit shocked, but immediately is like, but it's okay though.
But it's okay. It's okay. It's so romantic.
You're in the doghouse. You're in the doghouse now. Kiss me.
I'm like, ugh.
I'm living for it.
Okay, who wants to be Ekin and I'll be Curtis. Okay.
I'll be the fire pit.
Go ahead. Be Ekin.
I just want. Are you shocked?
Wait, I'm Curtis.
Oh yeah, I'm Ekin.
Okay. Yeah. So like, are you shocked at all? Yeah.
I mean, yeah. Like I didn't expect it at all. But
I just really want to kiss you now.
I mean, sure. What? Like what?
Like,
And now,
like,
and
I
now,
never met you, but okay, kiss me. Like,
and now I'm Tina. And now I'm Tina in the background.
it's
like,
so,
wait. My gosh.
oh,
Oh
it's
my
so
God.
wild.
This
It's
is so,
so
this is a bad,
And
this is,
scene. Great
right.
job, everyone.
It's good.
it was so wild and so ridiculous. And then Curtis had the audacity, the unmitigated gall to go over to Danielle, sit her down, and try to give her relationship advice for what she
And
needs to do with
honestly,
Ron. And
He
Danielle
ate.
said, I don't need that from you. And I was like, yes,
she ate.
girl. She
Queen
ate him
shit.
up.
She gets her tens
She
here
gets
in this
her 10
moment
for this one because she was
because
like, I don't need relationship advice from you. Of all people, not you. I was like, get him.
I
Get him
live.
again.
I
I
know I'm curving you, but let me just help you real quick.
Right.
live. Right.
Like, if you go get the fuck out of here. Like,
And she did say it was muggy that everybody was like hooting and hollering
right.
for that too. So she's still on business. Danielle, you
Danielle
get your
gets her
10.
10s because she was like, I'm not
Yes,
going to
God.
sit here and act like everything is cool with me and you. I'm not going to sit here and act like all is forgiven. And you played me in my face these whole 2 days for no reason when you could have easily just said, I'm closed off.
He could
That's all
have.
you had to say.
He could have.
But I was so confused. She was like, okay, whatever. The conversation is done. You're confused. You got it together now. Good. Bye.
Conspiracy time. Do we think that Curtis didn't curve Danielle immediately and say he was closed off because he wanted to get Ekin all crazy because he likes that crazy stuff?
Honestly,
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. Here's my me and Logan talking about this. We said we're missing something. The editing room is clipping something out because it felt very disjointed from him talking to Danielle and like, I don't know how I feel about this. I really like talking to you. Everything is easy. To go into that fire pit and then just like, okay, now pick Ekisu. It's like, where does that come from? After Ekisu just said, I don't want nothing to do with you. Don't talk to me. We're done. And then you go, like, it's something in between that, from the talk to Danielle to the fire pit, that we are missing.
Yeah. I'm like that, like now, like watching, like especially that fight and stuff. I was just like, I don't know. This is like giving very like TV moment. Like it's giving very, I don't know. Like
it gives very produced.
I mean, they know what they're here to do. So
yeah, and they're both like two probably the thirstiest ones. I mean, how many Love Island iterations has Curtis done, and then Ekin just
right.
This is third.
Yeah. So like, yeah.
Yep. But it's something
Conspiracy.
just seems off. Something just seems very off and like ridiculous in this whole situation.
And I guess we got to put a pin in that because we got to talk about fucking Alma. Because so Scott being, I'm gonna say a stand-up guy. That is my opinion. That is my opinion on Scott.
Agreed.
Scott being a stand-up guy decides he's gonna go to Tina, which he wanted to do prior to the recoupling and just didn't have the opportunity, and told her that straight up. Scott goes to Tina and basically says, "You're great. You're a great girl. You are wonderful for me. I don't know what it is. I can't get there. It's nothing you haven't done or have done. I can't get there." And basically ends it straight up there with Tina. Tina goes off. She's crying. And it's 100% valid. Her feelings are so valid. I see the eye roll, but her feelings are valid. Nothing Tina did here, in my opinion, either is wrong. I don't think anything Tina did is wrong.
I mean, it's a reaction. It's a reaction, but it's also like, stand up, Tina. Like, stand up.
Yeah.
Because the writing was on the wall. I mean, Luca told you, and that you still wanted to give it a go. And then
Scott basically told you, and you still wanted to give it a go.
Exactly. So
yeah.
But anyway, but yes, we have sympathy. For girls, I do have sympathy.
Yeah. She's having her response. She's doing her thing. The girls are consoling her in the dressing room. And then Alma's bitch ass comes in and is like, what have I missed? I've only been gone for a few minutes. And then they're like, oh, he's done with Tina. And she's like, what? What?
What?
Okay, I'll be Alma. I'll be Alma. Someone be Tina.
And then I'll be Grace.
Period. What happened? I just was gone for a few minutes. What happened?
Scott ended things.
What?
Scott dumped you.
What? What? Okay, well then he needs to go. He needs to go. He needs to go. Why is he here? He needs to go.
What did you say about him then?
Right, let me look. I'll be Scott now. What do you need to tell me, Alma?
You need to go.
Yeah.
You muggy.
I mean,
you need to go.
I was being honest. I didn't do anything. Now somebody got to be Luca.
No, I'm gonna be Harriet. Harriet stood up business because Harriet was like, "Well, if he's not feeling it, you can't force it, babe. I know you're trying to be a girl now, but you can't force it, babe."
And Catherine was the same when she was like, "But if it's not if the feelings weren't there, he was trying to be honest, babe. He was being honest, babe."
He gave it a solid shot, and I appreciate him for that. But at the end of the day, it just wasn't working.
It wasn't there.
He ended things in the absolute best way he could, and Alma was just being a bitch. Alma was being a nasty bitch here.
Yeah, she was. I mean, she was just getting in everybody's business like she do. Like she know how to do.
Always do. Her and Ekansu know how to do that very well. But like, she needs to go. And Scott was like, I will. I'll go tomorrow. But I'm just saying, I did the best I could tonight. I'm not going to leave tonight in the middle of the night. I'll go tomorrow in the daytime, period. But whatever.
Like right now? Like right now? Can I sleep on it?
Maya Jama is probably in bed right now. We can't pull Maya out of her bed to do an interview right now. We gotta wait until tomorrow. Do you not understand? This is All Stars. Do you not understand how this works, Elma?
It's 2:00 in the morning. I'm not gonna leave now. Ain't no Uber's running right now. If she's in South Africa.
There's a reason Maya Jama wasn't here for the interview, is because she's already tucked in bed waiting to do an interview tomorrow because they've already probably told her that Scott's gonna quit.
I mean, okay, like freaking Alma, like she's so annoying. Like she was annoying in that part, but like moving forward, she was even more annoying. But anyway, like I just don't like her. I don't understand what you guys are saying over there in the UK that you voted her favorite girl.
I think it was the moment. Like I said, it was the moment.
She's been the worst, one of the worst girls. Like
I agree.
To me, and you can't keep a man. Like I think maybe she went a little extra because, you know, she was in the same thing with Ronnie for those first couple of rounds where he was just not feeling her either. And she wanted to force it. But like, Tina's not you. Like, Tina's not, you know, obsessed and like pissed about it. Like, she's sad, but she's not like you know, calling him a silly prick and stuff. And you know what? And Ron, what's his name? Scott, he didn't do anything wrong. Yeah, he didn't do anything wrong. Like,
Scott did not do anything wrong. He did. He ended things the best way that he could, in the most honest way that he could possibly do it. And I get Tina being hurt and crying a little bit because she was hurt, but she wasn't crying because she was mad at Scott. She was crying because she was hurt at the fact that her Love Island experience is now over with this person, and she doesn't know what the future is going to hold for her. And so she's kind of like, okay, now I don't know what to do in this situation. I'm just going to enjoy being around. She was hurt that the person that she actually really liked couldn't progress with her.
But you know what I'm not fooling with this season though is that bring back the girls who, when they're single, they start getting thirsty.
Period.
And they start trying to, you know, inroad with people like Kaz. Like, you know what, Kaz, you were playing the game. You were giving old school, because these girls are all like, oh no, babes, I totally respect you. Like, I'm not gonna step on toes. Like, step on fucking toes. You want to stay? Play the game.
I will be stepping on all the toes. But the fact that I think they all got to that point so quickly, all of them were like, we're black. Once we get this person, that's my person, and nobody can ever. I'm like, baby, I don't know what that means. I'm going to go talk to everybody. And I'm talking to everybody.
I would have been pulling Luca.
I don't care if you like Grace that much, still pulling you. Still talking.
Exactly.
Still
Planting seeds.
Come here, family. Let's talk. Omar,
Where-
holla at your girl. Curtis, I ain't scared of Ekisu. Get over here.
Like Tina.
Tina, start pulling some of these dudes. I don't care. And like, I would have been right behind. Like, it ain't working with what's his face, Scott. Ron, come here. Sorry, Danielle, girl. You just got here. Bombshellers be bombshellers. You know, we do what we do. I am not about to sit here and be like, well, I guess I'll wait for the next guy to come in, because who knows if that guy's gonna like me or not. I'm gonna start making people like me. I'm gonna start giving you the whole my personality, my flirty side, my cute side, so the guys can be like, you know what, Tina
Cool. Can go.
She can go. All these girls can go. If you ain't gonna do what you got to do, then
yes.
Because I was even
Tina
mad at Catherine. I was like, girl, why are you not talking to these other dudes? Pull them. Nas ain't talking to you. He acting this slow burn crap. Bull, but come here, Curtis. Let me holler at you for a second. Sorry, Ekisu, we do what we do. Come here, Ronnie. Come here. Let me holler at you.
She could have bagged Luca. I think
she could have.
If she would have put it, if she would have stuck it on.
I think she could have had Ron if she would have put that thing.
Yeah, but who wants Ron?
Nobody really wants Ron, but I think she could have had him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, she could have.
If she would have put that thing on him, she could have had him. And he would have been like, "Oh, wait, hold on."
Maybe Curtis too.
I believe Curtis could have. She could have had Curtis if she wanted to. Curtis.
Well, now she got Omar, who is frankly better than all of these men combined.
Yes.
Period.
As we saw. That's
juicy. But yes, and Catherine is now, because after all that foolishness aside with all these drama and Scott saying he go tomorrow and all this other stuff, they go to bed, and we actually see Catherine getting love in bed at night like everybody else. And I was like, in this moment, I was like, oh, if I was Tina, I would have told Ron and Danielle, we switching beds, because ain't no way I'm sleeping upstairs where all these couples is kissing
right.
Tina, Ekisu, and Curtis. Them the only couple that wasn't kissing was Curtis and Ekisu. Everybody else
oh yeah, that didn't last long. Now motherfuckers is begging for the hideaway. Anyway.
And they go get it. And they go get it.
And they go get it. They are going to get it.
And I am going to throw up. I promise you they go get it, and I am going to throw. Ooh, we will talk about this heart rate challenge in a minute.
Okay.
I was so happy that Catherine was getting some love. Good for her and Omar. I think they're cute. Moving on. And poor Tina just in bed like, whatever. Because Scott sleeps somewhere else. He sleeps outside.
No, Scott is like, whatever.
Scott is like, whatever. No, for real. No, seriously, whatever, because I'm ready to go. He's like, if it wasn't 2:00 in the morning, I would have left tonight. But
and then guess what? We wake up the next morning.
And Scott say, you know what?
And he goes.
I'm gonna go.
He
goes. Look up. Let me holler at you for a second, Luca. Let me holler at you for a second, Luca.
I got you.
I'm about to go. And Luca like, oh, bruh.
What?
No, bruh. He's like, I'm gonna go. I did what I do.
I will say I felt for Luca here. I do feel a little bad for Luca, but Scott did what he needed to do, and he stood on business and he did his thing. And I have respect for that. I do. I appreciate him for at least recognizing, hey, what's going on right now is not working for me. I don't need to be in this space anymore. I don't need to be dwelling on this in this space right now. And I'm going to go. I'm not mad at that. I'm really not.
I don't think, but it's like looking back on what he brought, like, especially being from like an older season, I don't know. Like, I'm just like, what happened to you guys? Like, you guys need to try to couple up and step on toes. Like, I want to see the drama. Like, I feel like even Scott, like, he didn't even try for girls. He just took whatever came his way, like, type stuff. You know, you're not gonna have a connection if it's not going for a girl that you actually want. Like, he could have went for Grace, hard body. Because you know he likes Grace.
He could.
I mean, everybody in there does.
He could have, but I don't want to step on Luca's toes. I don't want to do
like
Luca.
Step on toes, all of you.
They need to learn how to do that.
Start stomping on those toes, okay?
Yeah, but Scott left, And everybody, here's the thing. Scott says he's leaving, and he tells the rest of the group that he's leaving. And now Tina's like, oh my God, I can't believe
the way everyone, he calls everyone over to the fire pit, and everyone's like, oh, I know where this is going. I know where this is going. The way Gabby is just like, we knew he was going to leave last night, but it was 2 a.m.
And then Elma's stupid.
Oh, this dumb bitch.
She picked me up. She pissed me off right now.
What is she crying about?
But I can't believe she's doing it. You told him to go.
You are literally the reason he is going home.
You told him to go home. You literally evicted him from the island. You literally was the sole vote and said go home. Like
exactly.
Go home.
What do you mean? Oh my God, I can't believe he's gonna do this. He's actually gonna leave. Yes, girl.
The only thing she ate was when she was like, you should have but again, this is right before she's crying. She's like, you could have left rounds ago and we wouldn't have voted our cousin. And then later starts crying about it.
The way he gets in a full-on argument with him that morning, being like, well, I had to eliminate my friend and we kept like she didn't even have the power to eliminate Scott. Scott was not up for that elimination. You kept Tina in, yes, because of Scott, but you kept Tina in because she had the strongest relationship. Why are we standing on business before and now acting like a little bitch? I can't.
It was a lot.
It was what do you mean you're getting in a full heated argument with this man and then crying 10 minutes later when he's saying he's going to leave because you told him to? Get the fuck out of here with that shit.
He was coming to cop a plea too, being like, I understand. And she was like, no, it's just like, that was and like her experience. Like she just wants to have a go at people. Like she's just so thirsty to fucking pop off at everybody.
This girl, she does not know how to let stuff. Like when somebody is. Here's my thing. If I had a conversation with Elma and I'm like, okay, girl, I apologize for what I did, and then you continue to go on and continue to go on and continue to go on and baby, I'm just like,
you mean literally the conversation we had between her and Ekin-Su later? We'll talk about it.
Oh my God. Yeah. I mean, she did the same thing with Scott. Scott was like, I know what you did. I'm sorry. I know you had a hard choice, and I'm sorry that I'm not, I didn't live up to what you did. And she said, I'm sorry. That should have been it. She should have said, okay, good, cool, we good. No, she did it with Ronnie. She continued. She
did it with Ronnie and all the ways that he had to tell her that he didn't want her. He wanted Harry. And I'm like, do you want to hurt your own feelings? Like, you just feel some type of way.
Like, you get one sorry from me. I'm not going to apologize to you 18 times to make you feel better. When I say I'm sorry because I admitted to my mistake, I'm sorry for what I did. I shouldn't have did that. I apologize. Don't think you're going to keep coming around and get me to say I'm sorry 3 more, 4 more, 5 more times. Baby girl, no, absolutely not.
Professional victim.
I would have walked away from her so fast, like, girl, I said I'm sorry, bye. All right, and that's it. But yeah, she does that. And Scott, he took it, and I wouldn't have, but he took it. And then he called everybody over. Then she started crying. Oh my God, I can't believe he's leaving. I'm like, girl, shut up. Please stop. Please stop.
And then Scott's gone, and 10 minutes later, they're like, oh my God, heart rate challenge.
Yes! Bye, Scott.
Right. See you later, Scott.
Bye, Scott.
Heart rate challenge. I'm going to be honest, y'all. Okay, and I know y'all love this heart rate challenge.
I do.
And we're fans of the heart rate challenge, which I am fans of the heart rate challenge. I love a good heart rate challenge. For me, and I'm only going to speak for me, this heart rate challenge was the cringiest heart rate challenge I've ever seen in my entire life. It was the cringiest. It was the most awkward. It was the grossest heart rate challenge I have ever seen in my entire life. I was like, No, thank you. Like everybody was awkward. It was some people that was pretty decent. It went from decent to awkward. That was the level. There was no good, no great. It was decent to downright cringeworthy. Ugh.
You know what I didn't like? The outfits. I'm sorry. The outfits
No,
were not giving
boring.
because I wanted to see, like, they just showed up in bra and panties. Like, what? We had like a
Right.
bride and like the devil and like what? Give
Wings.
me the maid. Give me a kitty cat. Like, I want to see the rave outfits. Like,
What the
I
fuck
was
was
really.
Tina supposed to be?
Snake.
What was Tina?
What was that? I don't even know what she was.
A cowgirl?
A cowgirl, maybe.
Was
with
it a
snakes.
cowgirl?
I
It was-
think it was supposed to be.
It was like
It was
snakes.
underwear.
It was
But they're
under.
British in South Africa, so like, who knows?
Maybe we can do better than that. We ain't got no
I
party
will
shit.
say, I will say, my favorite mother kind of slayed here. Catherine did what needed to be done in this challenge, and I loved it.
The hottest one for me was Grace, looks wise.
Okay.
Her outfit, because she came out, she looked like a Victoria's Secret angel,
Yeah.
stomping with them wings. Like, I want to see like some pageantry with it. Like, I mean, she didn't deliver with the dancing, but like, I want to see like, when you put that shit on, put that shit on. So, but yeah, I was underwhelmed with the costumes. But moving on, yes.
I was so underwhelmed with this heart rate challenge. I was like, none of these people got my heart rate going. Like, I watched heart rates and I'm like, somebody's gonna get my heart rate going. And none
if
of
you
them.
had to pick one.
Okay. If I had to pick one from the girls, it would probably have been Catherine, between Catherine and Grace. I think between those two. Probably Catherine more than Grace. Grace didn't deliver. I think she looked good, but she didn't deliver in the dancing. I think Catherine her look was high.
Gabby did all right. Gabby
was a little awkward for me. She was like, I get it.
Right.
It was just
I
weird.
mean, it matched because Gabby and Casey were both a little cringe with their dancing.
Yes.
So
See, because
honestly,
I loved Casey's. I was like, he's
I liked it.
Okay. Here's my thing, and I know
my favorite.
This is probably like just a me thing. Men dancing and gyrating is not as sexy as like women dancing and gyrating. And I'm not.
Oh, I love it. I love
it. I'm not a lesbian of any sort, but I appreciate the beauty of women, and I think we are beautiful creatures, and we move better than men. And men aren't built where it's just aesthetically pleasing. And so for a man to get into my face, stand in my face and do this, boop, 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 boop at my face, I'm like, if you don't get that thing out of my face before I punch you in it, like, that is not fun for me to like. And then
I live for that.
I do too.
Yeah, no.
I would be like, get me. Like, I was living.
I don't live for that. I live for not that.
He was really swinging that thing around. I was like, God, Casey.
I did appreciate him, like, and no, it's not a sock. It's just me. And I was like, work. Now that I appreciate.
And Gabby was like, yeah.
Oh, yep, that's him. I was like, that I appreciate. That I appreciate.
And for that, I say, good for you, Gabby. Good for you, Gabby.
Yeah, Gabby.
I say good for you, Gabby, but you better get yourself together before you lose all that. Stop playing.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying. We'll get back to that.
Here's where I was also pretty impressed with Omar in this challenge, and I said, I need Catherine and Omar in a hideaway right now so she can get some of those back shots that he was giving all those girls in this challenge. Let our girl have something, please.
That is what I was. Omar was one of my favorite guys. I was like, okay, because he was so smooth with it. He was smooth with it.
Yes, he was.
Had a swag with it.
And he was all that oil going on his back. I was, oh Lord Jesus.
I mean, he did great. I mean, Curtis, he danced this, so like I expected you to do great.
I expected more from Curtis, if I'm gonna be honest.
He's done his big ones in the past. I think he's,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
But definitely, like for me, Casey, I think Casey takes it for me because that's
Okay.
just the more funny kind of.
Yes.
And I
Yeah.
like that he didn't take it too serious. Like he was just like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it my all, and like that was
Yes.
funny for me.
I think
that was my
I
favorite.
think overall, I'm gonna judge it like Drag Race: charisma, uniqueness, nerve, and talent. I think I would give it to Omar.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man.
I think I would tie it between Omar and Casey. It would be a tie between them because I think they will like Kurt. Okay,
And honorable mention to Curtis. Honorable mention to Curtis because
I'm not giving that man an honorable mention. He could do better.
He did a lot of those really impressive moves with that headpiece on. That takes nerve and that takes talent, and I will give him that for sure.
Sure. I just felt him and Ekansu, both of their performances was the cringiest and the grossest things. Like, I don't ever need to see that again. I don't ever need to see that again.
Yo, what's good with her? Is she okay?
She okay. And here's my thing. I know we were saying F Elma. We don't like Elma. But in this situation, I feel like Elma was 100% right to be annoyed with Ekansu because how do you tell me in 1 minute, I won't kiss your man, babes. I won't do it. And then you go right down there and you put your lips on my man's lips. And you're like, oh, and then come back and say, no, I didn't do that.
I think she really forgot. I think she really did forget.
And I can believe that. I can believe being in that moment and getting caught up and just doing it. But then when they say, oh, well, he said you did, and all the guys said you did, she's like, oh, yeah. Oh, well, maybe I did. Oh.
I didn't mind.
Girl.
I did not mind Elma in this moment. This moment, I was like, okay, I understand. She can be mad, rightly so, for all of the reasons y'all just said. Rightly angry, all that kind of stuff. It's
She
later
let it go, though. She could have let it go.
Yes, address it and move on.
And once Ekansu said, I'm sorry, babes, I didn't mean to do it. I just blacked out in that moment. Let it go.
The way that Ekansu had to bend over backwards and bend over again, being babe, I am not against. The way Elma was like, I just feel like now you're just against me, and you just, I don't understand. The girl, she has apologized to you 42,000 times. Build a bridge and get the fuck over it.
Are you my enemy?
Like you're my enemy. And like I feel like you like how many times did she say, I feel like you and Catherine are like my favorite people, the people I trust the most in the villa. And like now I don't know if I can trust you anymore. Like, girl, get over it.
But she wants somebody to like beg her, like
begging her.
You know, like she feels like the public is living for that, for her just telling everybody how it is, right? Because I'm Elma and I say it how it is, and I call people silly prick because they don't like me, and so she feels like she was gonna have that moment with Ekansu too. She just looking for that.
Let it go, girl. Let it go.
But okay, can we talk about? Okay, this was funny because this took me out. When Ekansu was doing her dance, there's a part where she was on the floor and she rolled backwards.
She pulled someone out that wasn't Curtis. And she's like trying to do her little like sexy thing. She's doing her damn thing and she flips over. And then she flopped so hard.
That's it.
Rolled back into the side.
Like, baby, if you don't know how to do that, why are we trying to do that now? You're gonna look real weird. She looks so weird. It was
she looked like a toddler learning how to roll for the first time. Just like,
my thing is this: she came out supposed to be, oh, I'm gonna be super sexy because I can see what I'm saying. Baby, nothing about that dance looked sexy. Even from the moment she walked out and got on the floor, she looked like a little baby Tyrannosaurus. It's like, I was like, that is not sexy.
It was giving grudge.
It was giving just like grab it.
The ring.
I was like, Ekansu, you can do better than that.
She was Samara from The Ring in this moment.
Just like, oh, not
and the girls from the balcony. Oh my God, what is she doing? Oh my God.
And then the way so many men were most turned on by Ekin, for what reason?
Because she did the most.
They were laughing at her.
They were laughing.
That's why their heart rates were up.
That is literally what it was, because they were like,
Same with the Curtis thing. They were like, what the heck is going on? This freak show. And she wasn't sexy like at all.
No, I didn't find her sexy at all. I was like, that's not. It just looked a lot like she was just doing a lot. She would get on each other, put their hand, their breast, and then so it's just like she was just doing a lot, but it wasn't sexy. And it's just so wild.
She stayed doing the most.
Ekin on Curtis was not sexy, but I gotta be honest, Curtis on Ekin, I see the vision.
He was bucking her like a bronco.
And the way that woman is dickmatized now, it was like, I need a hideaway right now. Right now. I need it now. And I'm like, I hope it's good, babe.
You might, but we don't.
We don't.
I want it. I need Catherine and Omar to get what she deserves.
I don't know if they want it right now, but I would prefer them to have. But it's just okay.
Or should throw fucking Casey and Gabby in there again? Fuck it.
Again?
Let me stop.
Do it again.
Actually,
Give
no.
my boy Luca some play.
I was gonna say I want Luca and Grace.
To go in there.
I will say now. After these 2 episodes, especially, I think Luca and Grace are my favorite couple.
Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Same.
Absolutely. Yeah. They are my favorite couple, because I'm like, they just fit. And I think he was looking for her, and they just fit together. And it's beautiful to see.
And Luca, don't get crazy, because you are punching, bro.
Period.
She is way out of your league.
Way. She is gorgina. She is sweet. She is nice. She is smooth. Like don't frat boy this up, Luca.
Yeah.
Do not frat.
I don't think he will. I honestly think he clearly, and we get a conversation with them. I believe it's after the heart rate game, where I saw this conversation happening, and I was like, he's about to close it off with her, and he doesn't. But I fully was like,
he already does.
They basically said everything like, hey, we're closed off without saying we're closed off. Yeah. Which I do appreciate. I think losing Scott made Luca realize just like how serious everything is. And I think him seeing what he's got with Grace and seeing Scott not have that with Tina, I think that really, like, all of the things clicked. And I will say, we didn't talk about Luca in the challenge. I think Luca did a damn good serviceable job in the challenge.
He did great.
He did a good job.
Yeah.
And I think he showed Grace, like, hey, no, I'm in it too. I'm here, and I'm in it for you. And I love them.
Yeah.
Yes, me too.
We're going to talk about real quick the swerve from Sammy to Ekansu. Just swerve completely. Swerve. Sammy completely. Sammy. He was so confused. Like, why did she kiss me? Like, I don't understand why she did that. Like, he didn't know. She didn't realize she was doing it. So it was kind of like what is happening? And so he was like, nah, what I'm going to do is show Alma that I am here for her. And I appreciate that very, very much. He completely swerved Ekansu. She was like, oh, I get it.
How's that for muggy?
And hey, I will say, Ekin took it on the chin. And she was I got it.
She got it.
Yeah.
It's not like she interested in Sammy at all in no shape, form, or fashion. So she really didn't care. But she was like, yeah, he did that for Alma's benefit. And I can take that. That's fine. I love that. But here's the results have come in. And this is where it starts getting a little interesting. The results come in. All the girls pretty much are turned on by Curtis.
Casey got 2 shout outs though. My boy
Casey do get 2 shout outs.
With the anaconda.
Grace and who else was it? Danielle? Yeah. Grace and Danielle both were turned on the most by Casey. Everybody else was turned on the most by Curtis, and Harriet was turned on by Ronnie, which I was like,
Aw,
oh,
yeah.
that's sweet.
I still don't like Ronnie, but damn, they're an adorable couple.
They're
Not
adorable.
not one of them, but they suit each other.
Right.
Mhm.
And Ronnie was also turned on by Harriet, which I was like, oh, that's sweet.
Love that.
Casey was turned on the most by Gabby, and I was like, oh, yeah.
No, by Grace.
Oh, by Grace. No, it was by Grace. You're right. It was by Grace.
And that's when Gabby
Yeah, that's what Gabby
started with the bullshit.
I was like, Gabby, girl, your heart rate didn't go for him. So what you mad that his heart rate didn't go for you? And stop it. But you had this thing with Grace and you liked her. He was like, did I go after her? Did I kiss her? Did I try to anything with her? She was like, no. Well, then. I'm like,
We slept together, so it's a bit lucky.
And
You act like you was pee popping in his face or something like that. Like,
Right.
girl, you
I'm
act
about
like you
to-
like pulled them out. Like, what you want him to do? Have flashbacks?
I'm about to say, you know how heart rates work. His heart rate went up because he was laughing and doing sitting next to Luca, whose girl is on him now. He's just like, ah. So his heart rate went up. Sure. Heart rate challenges don't mean that they like them more than they like you. Relax.
Seriously, retire that.
Please retire that. Please stop. Because
Please.
if that was the case, we would have had some like y'all. Well, I'm not gonna go back to US, but we all know Janae should have won that heart rate challenge on US. Let's just be real. But all right. But even her man did get his heart rate up for her because what he was doing, laying on the floor and relaxing by the time she got to him, and it's science behind heart rates going up. So we gotta not act like. And you don't know how long they've been sitting out there waiting. Heart rate challenges take a long time. They say like several hours to shoot. So his heart
Somebody
rate
was
up and
feeling
down.
Gabby, though. She got a shout out. Elma was the only one who nobody was feeling.
And nobody spelled oh yeah. Omar felt
Casey
Catherine.
was-
I was like, oh yeah.
I don't remember who Casey was, or who Gabby got.
Ron.
Ron. Was it
Ron was
I think so.
yeah, I think Ron was Gabby.
Ron? Okay. Yeah. Somebody was, or maybe, no, Luca was Grace too. Okay,
Luca was
yeah,
Grace.
had
Ronnie
two.
was Harriet. Curtis was Ekin-Su. Sammy was. Oh, maybe it was Sammy. I think it was Sammy.
Oh, it was Sammy. It
Sammy
was
was
Sammy
Gabby.
who was feeling Gabby.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Sammy was Gabby. I was like, yeah, she was first. Of course, that makes sense too.
Yes.
But yeah, so I think Ron felt was Ekin. I'm guessing.
No, Ron was Grace. That
Grace.
Wait, no.
Yeah, Ron was Grace.
Wait, no.
No, I don't remember. Yeah, I don't remember. But it is
Whatever.
What it is.
Anyway, somebody was feeling Gabby. Elma was the only one.
Nobody was.
Nobody was feeling you.
That's because
You
she
thought they
was
was feeling you?
weird. She was weird. And like, all right, next.
Oh, and Tina, who I forgot was there.
Who?
Exactly. And Danielle,
Who?
Girl.
the furniture.
Who? Baby, they were so.
single.
They were so
singles.
They was lamps, pillow throws, and table and fire pits. They was furniture.
They did Danielle dirty too, because that outfit was not the tea.
Well, her body is tea.
Her body's tea.
Her body
But
is
she
tea,
was
for sure.
wearing that shit down. I was like, that it's nothing. It's a fucking lingerie. But
She was wearing it.
She
your
was wearing
body
it.
is tea.
Body's tea.
She did the damn thing.
And I like that her and both Ron were like, we're gonna give each other a little something, just even if we're not feeling each other like that. We're gonna give each other a little something just to show that we can still, make this work.
And none for Tina.
Right.
And none for Tina.
Nothing. Like
None for
for
Tina.
her. But then
Sorry.
all of that goes down. All of that happens. We get all this heart rate challenge happening. Everybody's like, first of all, Curtis comes back for an encore. I'm like, why? Please just go away. But all that goes down. They all Next day they start getting ready for breakfast or whatever. And Ron literally pulls Luca in the morning. It's like, hey, let me holler at you for a second. I'm like, why does everybody pull Luca? Why does Luca got to get the burden of all of this on him?
Luca's like, damn, bro. Trauma, because he cried the most. So
Right,
they're gonna
y'all,
like,
they trauma dumping
He's the most sensitive soul, so they're really just like, no, we're gonna make it even worse for you. We know that you're stable with your couple, so we know that you've got the emotional bandwidth to.
I mean, everybody's trauma dumping on Luca for like, Luca, let me holler at you for a second. Hey Luca, I'm about to go. So
what?
Yeah, it's
what?
She's like, it's so ridiculous. Like everybody's like, again, and so he's like, yeah,
another one.
It's like, I'm gonna tell the guys, and it's just, oh my, I'm like, why? Poor Luca. So then
the guys cared.
The guys did care.
The girls did not give a damn.
No.
He says, I'm about to go. And the guys are like, oh, no. He doesn't even go and pull Danielle separately to tell her that he's finna go. He just tells all the girls together, like, hey, everybody, deuces.
I'm going.
I'm out. And the girls is like,
I'm going home.
And the girls is like,
it felt very, I'm going home.
The girls is like, okay.
And Danielle did not seem that pressed at all. And I'm like, all right, protect your peace, girl.
We didn't get no running up and hugging him like Tina.
No.
She said
no one cried over Ron. I was like, oh.
Poor Ron. The guys were kind of like, oh man, like we're gonna miss you, dude. Like Casey was really sweet to him.
Casey was sweet.
Casey is a sleeper. He's growing on me because when he came in, I was like, I was like, he's not even cute. But now I'm like, wait, because he's kind of cute and like he's being nice. And I liked how he handled himself in that conversation with Gabby. He was like, girl, we're not doing this. You're being ridiculous. And props to Gabby for after, maybe 5 minutes receiving it and being like, wait, I am tripping, right? And like them getting back on
not letting the girls get in her head. Thank you, Gabby.
Not even telling the girls that she was feeling this kind of way. Because sometimes you don't need to tell your girls all your feelings because you have people like Elma. What?
He's going on me though.
Go home.
Go home. He's playing in your face, girl. He's bugging you, girl. Like,
silly prick.
He's mugging you, girl. That's so muggy of him. Yeah. Like, girl.
Oh my God.
But
bye, Ron.
Bye, Ron. You didn't do anything either. Sorry, like you did nothing.
Can I say Maya Jama in this interview with Ron was basically like, well, thanks for being here.
Bye. You showed up.
Oh, you're leaving? Oh. What about Danielle, though? Oh, okay.
She said, like, his DMs would be open or some shit. Like, ain't nobody fucking DMing, Ron.
I'm going to be honest. Even the girls was like, Ron just ain't got no oomph about him. They literally say he has no oomph about him. He's just
Ron.
He's just
That's
Ron.
what they need to call him. Because there's a Ronnie. They need to call him Just Ron.
Because, baby, as much as I don't like Ronnie, at least he adds something to the show. Yeah. You just Ron ain't add a thing, unfortunately.
And, like, did Ron do anything his first time? That's what I'm most curious about. That is what I'm most curious about.
Who are these people? That's what I want to know. Who are these people?
Like,
wait a minute. Who are you?
Exactly. Because that's why I'm like, hold on. Because even who the fuck is coming? I don't even know who's coming. I'm like, who are you?
Don't know.
Oh wait, okay. I'm gonna give Ronnie his sense on something though, real quick, because I know we hate Ronnie, but I think I am seeing changes
Mm-hmm.
in the behavior. I do want to give him props on that. And I also think he's been very sweet to the other girls when they're going through it
Yes.
without playing into their delusion,
Yes.
like consoling them, but also standing firm on the actual situation. So I'm going to give him a sense for that. But that's it.
Absolutely.
So you get it from me.
Look, all right, Ronnie. We'll give. Look, I'm not gonna give you your tens. I can't give you your tens, but I'll give you your sevens.
Give
I'll
me
give you your
sevens.
sevens.
Okay. We get
I can't give you
sevens.
tens. I will never give you your tens. I can never give you tens, but I'll give you your sevens. But
Yes.
yeah,
Okay.
it was good. But yeah, these 2 episodes with Scott and Ron leaving, I was like, well, at least Scott's was a little bit more impactful than Ron's. It was like, well,
Yeah.
but I do appreciate that they both felt like this wasn't what they needed to be. And they did it in a way where it was like not mean, not horrible, not disrespectful to anybody. They just was like, we just got to look out for me at this point. And I think my journey here is complete. And I can appreciate that because they could have just stayed there and wasted more space and had more people coming in and we go through the shenanigans for what reason?
Right.
Like Tina, you need to go.
You can go.
And then what's gonna happen? This guy's gonna come in and he's gonna go for you or something because he don't want to step on toes. And then we're gonna get more of your ass. Tina, go.
You know what I kind of want to happen? Oh, I want this to happen so bad. And I know I said at the early in the beginning that I'm over them. I kind of want this dude to come in and go for Ekin-Su, and Ekin-Su actually get her head turned and be like, he is kind of cute. But I don't know if they're going to do it. But it would be so funny.
Or who needs a shake up? Gabby or...
No, leave Gabby and Casey alone. Leave them alone.
That's true.
Alone.
Or
leave
Elma. Let's have Elma crashing out again.
I don't need no more of the Elma show. I really don't
not
need
Catherine.
No,
not Catherine. Not Grace.
See, now y'all sound like the bombshells. Go for all of them.
Go for who you want,
this
but I
season
want to
in
see
that.
the drama.
Go for Grace.
I want to go for all of them. Go for all of them.
Just let Catherine have some peace, please. That's all I ask.
Or options. What? You don't want your girl to have options? Like,
I'll take the options. I'm just like, I don't need the female bombshell going after
Omar.
Just let my girl have some peace, please.
I just kind of want to see how Ekin-Su would react if somebody is picking her and Curtis is supposed to sit there and act like everything is okay.
Disrespectfully, that's how she would act, like she been doing all season, wilding out, being thirsty. That's how she gonna act.
Well, and on that note,
I can't wait to see how this turns out.
Right.
And on that note, I hope it happens so bad. Let's see. But we're gonna get out of here because that's it. That's all. We done.
2 new bombshells on the horizon. We don't know who they are.
Some early outs from a season we haven't watched, and I can't wait.
Some more
again.
The dude is not hot. Can we get like if this goes to a producer, if y'all tuned into the cup by chance,
mm-hmm.
Can we get some hot people? Can we get a hot dudes in there, please?
Well, we just got Omar.
Yeah, Omar's great, and he's with Catherine now, and period.
We
but
want
can
some
we get
hot dudes? Hot.
Like, where's Ovi at? Like, can y'all call Ovi? I know he's too rich for this, but can y'all? He don't got friends, or even give me freaking Danny. Danny's not even that hot, but Danny at least used to stir some stuff up from that season, from Destiny, whatever children or whatever they were.
I mean,
did you guys watch that season?
No, I think.
Oh, that's the season to watch.
Oh,
that's a good one. I'll put y'all on.
Okay, right. I mean,
to the Lord.
Even like I know this dude have been on so many seasons, but at least he hot. Scott, he been on several seasons before, but at least he hot. And I'm like, bring somebody who's hot like that in there. So I'm like, ooh.
You know who's hot as fuck and is recently single?
Ooh.
That it was a gag? Tommy Fury. Go book Tommy Fury. Ooh. Tommy Fury, we need to pull up in there. Yeah, he just had a baby. Yeah, he's going through a divorce. but put his ass in that
Now
villa.
that sounds like some drama, and I'm here for it.
Right, like hold on, look, and
Give me that.
not me going looking for Tommy Fury right now.
Oh!
Please look. Yes.
I would
Yes.
like to see it. I
Yes.
would like to see it.
He's a boxer.
Oh,
he beat up
yep.
Jake Paul. He
Oh,
won against
period.
Jake Paul.
Oh,
Bring him in. Yep, thank you.
Tommy Fury, answer
wasn't
your
he?
phone.
Didn't he? Was he dating one of the girls in the villa?
Molly May, they were married. They had a baby.
That's what I'm
They got a
talking about.
divorce.
Right,
They got
right.
a divorce.
Ooh, yeah, I think it's time. Look, he might be ready to jump back in the wagon.
Tommy Fury, the island is calling. South Africa is calling you. Pull
I
up.
would not be mine. Pull up.
Link up with your boy Curtis because he's from Curtis season, I
Oh,
think.
word. Okay.
So yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah, we need some hotter people coming up in there, but that's But that's it, y'all. We'll be back on Thursday to talk more. Well, we're gonna record on Thursday. It'll come out on Friday, but whatever. We're gonna talk more. No, it'll come out on Thursday. No, it will come out on Thursday. I'm tripping. But whatever time it come out, you know what you need to do? Just hit the notification bell so you don't miss any time we drop a video. Whatever day it comes out, hit that notification bell. That's what you do. Subscribe, hit the notification bell. We appreciate you for joining us. We thank you for taking the time to listen to us. If you enjoy the chaos that is us here doing Love Island, we appreciate it because we are very chaotic and we kind of love it here. Follow us all on this channel, all of our other channels. All those links will be in the description below, as well as our audio podcast links. You can check us out on the go. And our Patreon. You need to join our Patreon so you will get all the shenanigans that's going on in there. Follow us on all of our socials at The Cup Pod on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Blue Sky. And you can follow us. You see it all trending down there. You can follow us if you'd like. And get your merch. For sure. Get your cup merch at LanaG'sCreations.etsy.com.
I know I'm going to.
Period.
You should have one too.
Period. Get your cup mug. And we're going to get out of here. So cheers, y'all.
Bye. Yay, bye, guys.
Do 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 do.